What's good with you people? Louthewritersports back with you once again. Hope everybody taking care of themselves, staying safe out there, and basically living their lives. All right, let's talk about it. Chris Paul is going to be out 6 to 8 weeks with a thumb injury. I don't believe it's going to hurt the Phoenix team, but the question you got to ask: Did James Jones and the Phoenix Suns did them a disservice not signing a backup point guard for Chris Paul or drafting a point guard to help with the Phoenix Suns? I'm pretty sure Bridges is probably going to end up being starting point guard, or unless they're going to move somebody else in the point guard position while Chris Paul is sitting out. Who knows what type of move things is going to make while Chris Paul is going to be busy recovering from his injury. Now, you can say, why don't Chris Paul try to play with the thumb injury with the one hand? If it was the playoff situation, I think Chris Paul would play, but since they are still in the regular season, they want to make sure he's ready for the playoffs. Now, this is a chance for these other teams who are behind the scenes Suns right now to probably make moves and get their teams in a better situation. Like the Memphis Grizzlies, the Lakers, the Denver Nuggets. I'm pretty sure people. I think Murray supposed to be coming back after All Star break too. That may be a game changer right there. Hold on, people. But I want to explain something to you. Just because Chris Paul gonna be out for 6 to 8 weeks, don't mean Phoenix still can't run the same offense they've been running. Yeah, Chris Paul does set up the offense, and he does get they put his guys in the right position. But I believe Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton can lead the team while Chris Paul's out with his own. But I'm trying to get my team in the best position. You need to take advantage of this on top of the West. and because I believe Phoenix does get that number one seed kind of locked up for the playoffs. And who knows when Chris Paul does come, may come back early from his injury. They said 6 to 8 weeks. It may be early. He may try to play. He may try to come back after 3 to 4 weeks because he needs to get in the rhythm before the playoffs. So, oh, what games they got coming up? Hold on, people. I'm gonna see about games they got coming up. Okay, they got the Thunder and Pelicans and the Jazz. Now, the Thunder and the Pelicans are two wonderful games they can win. And the Jazz is a 50-50 game to me. I think that is a home game. That is a home game for Phoenix, though. I think the Suns is a great home team. I think they can pull that out. Then you got the Bulls coming in, and the Trailblazers, who've been playing great basketball lately, coming in at your home court too. So, but you do have to go on the road and play the Bucks, who are going to be looking for a payback after Phoenix did beat them at their home court. But if I'm British, I'm taking this opportunity to show the Suns what I can do, what I can do at the point guard position. Just like Booker's gonna try to show his promise too. So am I surprised they're not signing somebody to a ten signing to a contract to help Chris Paul out? Okay, okay, you got Cameron Payne and Elton Payne. Can these two step up as really step up and help Chris while Chris Paul's out? Can Cameron Payne and Alfred Payne really help this Phoenix Sun team out, or are they gonna probably put Devin Booker at the point and start Mikael Bridges at the shooting guard position? Or are you gonna start Cameron? you have a lot of situations that Phoenix can do with that the point guard position. But I'm pretty sure James Jones is probably looking at the buyout market too to see if they can sign somebody for the season. Like it ain't gonna be dry because out the blue the Brooklyn Nets had signed Dragic to a deal. I didn't see that coming. Like now you got Ben Simmons and Dragic on the same team with Curry with Stephen Curry. Like right now the Brooklyn Nets are probably setting themselves up to make a great run the second half of this season. And RIP to Kevin Durant's grandmother. The woman helped raise him to the man he is today. And sorry for your loss, Kevin. So with that move the Thunder made, with the Brooklyn Nets made as a drop to that team, and I know people will think I'm crazy for saying this. It's like having Steve Nash on the court. Because if I remember right, I think he played with Steve Nash back in Phoenix. That's a major game changer for them. Major one. Also, I don't know what the Clippers are going to be looking like in the second half of the season, but if Paul George and Kawhi Leonard comes back, don't be surprised if they start moving up in the standings now. Yeah, I've been trying to. Yeah, I wanted to really talk to you, hey man, about this whole Phoenix Suns situation. Let me let me see if you can come in. Yeah. Salute, Tiffany. So, Hitman, do you think the Phoenix Suns didn't do a disservice not on signing a veteran point guard to back up Chris Paul? Like, do you believe in Cameron Payne to lead the team for the next 6 to 8 weeks while he's out, while Chris Paul's out with that thumb injury?
What's good, Lou?
What's good, Hitman? How
Um,
you feel about the situation with Chris Paul right
my
now?
party. With Chris Paul, I think he a clown for
Yeah,
playing in the All Star game, doing that what he hurt. I ain't like this shit at all. You know what I'm saying? You see, it just left a bad taste in my mouth, man. You know what I mean? Like, if you hurt, you out for the rest of the regular season. You know, reevaluate it. Why the hell are you in the All Star game in the first place? You know what I mean? Now I get a lot of people, especially people who don't know too much about what's going on in Phoenix, gonna feel like, oh, it's rap and be in trouble. We should have got a veteran point guard or whatever to back up Chris Paul. But I like our team on paper, man. One thing you got to understand is Monty
but
Williams'
Hitman, but
system.
Hitman, how many times would I saying that to you last year? They still got a veteran to back them up before they signed him to a deal.
Who you talking about? You said who?
Remember,
How many?
remember they got Chris Paul a deal, and we was over talking about so they sign a veteran point guard to back them up or draft a point guard They teach him a rope just in case something like it will happen.
Right. But instead of doing that, we got more proven guys. Like instead of drafting a point guard, we got a guy that we already know can at least play on the NBA level in Cameron Payne. Instead of or signing a veteran point guard, we got a young point guard who got a lot of upside in Aaron Holiday. And we still retain Alfred Payton. I know those aren't names that don't jump off the page to y'all, and I'm not too enthusiastic about like us sustain our level of success or whatever. But we're gonna be able to stay afloat. And the whole point is just to get to the playoffs healthy. You know what I mean? And as long as Chris
Now
Paul is
let me
healthy
now let
in the
me ask you
playoffs,
this. Now let me ask you this, Hitman. Do you think they should move Booker to point guard and start
no.
Burgess at shooting guard?
Nah, I want to see how they. I want to see. So I'm trying to tell you, man, I'm going for that, man. You somebody who agree with you. I was
Hey,
James
Hitman,
Jones.
you breaking up. You breaking up, Hitman. Hitman having technical difficulty right now, but I heard what he's saying. He think they should not move Booker to the point guard position. They should go ahead and put Peyton and Payne at the point guard position. Like he still believes that the team is gonna be all right while Chris Paul's out with injury, and he's upset that they he played the All Star game knowing he had some injury. Like I feel the same way. Why? Like
Yo, Lou,
yeah, man.
yeah,
Yeah, I heard you.
yeah. Like I was, I talking. Oh, y'all was talking about Aaron Holiday. A lot of people sleeping on Aaron Holiday, man. Like I said, man, he's a scrappy defender. He's a solid playmaker. I want to see what we got out of him, man. We got some young players on this team. They need to get playoff ready anyway. So let these players get some run under them. And then CP3 been playing 38, 48, 40 minutes in games and shit like that when he ain't got no business playing. It's like he's a stat pattern, bro. Like I'm trying to be my best to be respectful to Chris Paul because he came to Phoenix. He got us back into relevance or whatever. But there's a lot of shit he do like that I morally can't get down with. And him playing in the All Star game hurt. Playing 38, 40 minutes, we blowing out teams. I can't respect shit like that. And it is what it is as far as that goes. You know what I mean?
But quick man, that's on Monty Williams too for playing him all those minutes like that.
I mean, a lot of coaches don't say like a Greg Popovich or Phil Jackson. They gonna listen to our Devin Booker. Now run the league. So I don't really fault Monty Williams much for playing CP3 like that. And then a lot of times I can't like on the other side of it. Sometimes like there's games like Houston Rockets game, for instance, we struggling with bad. Be blowing them out and have an opportunity to rest. Like CP3 should have been resting in the third quarter. We shouldn't have been playing them at that point. But because Houston Rockets wanted to play a championship level basketball that night, we had to play Chris Paul and that shit happened, So it is what it is. It gives
Well,
CP time to rest,
right. Y'all
score
about to
strength.
play. Y'all got two games. Y'all should win against the Thunder and the Pelicans. Now the Utah Jazz game, that's where you're gonna really see how good they're gonna be without Chris Paul.
I think all these games is winnable without Chris Paul, bro. One thing I got to realize, we remember we dropped. Chris Paul went down in the playoffs a couple of series. In series he went down. One with the wrist or whatever, the elbow, and the other one with the COVID situation. Improvised without him, and that offense looked even better without CP3, and it looked a whole lot more faster. Aaron, that's why I say with Aaron Holiday starting or coming off the bench, whatever it is, well, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for just our team and if we could beat teams without CP3. I'm looking to see how our younger players like our younger point guards step up in CP3's absence. And I feel like they have the opportunity to do that. They got nothing but opportunity now. You know what I mean? Alfred Payton been playing solid too, man. Don't throw him either, man.
Salute, Polo.
Polo in the building. What's good, Polo? Yeah, like I
Like
said,
I understand where you come from, man, because I saw that Levine playing the All Star game. Like I said, fool, when you supposed to be out with a knee injury? Why are you playing the All Star game? Why are you in the 3 point competition? Like what the hell, man?
like these dudes, I get it. I can't speak on that because I never played in the All Star game. I get it. It's an opportunity, but at the same time, like in Chris Paul's case or even Zach LaVine's case, you got a chance to compete for a championship. What kind of message are you sending to your locker room that you'll go to a leisure game like the All Star weekend and you'll sacrifice your body there, but you won't come out on the court and play with us on the court? Like, come on, that's really goofy. You know what I mean? And on the other side, that's why I don't look at this Chris Paul injury as too serious because for one, we first in the West, we got a good lead in first place. You know what I mean, we got like a 6 game lead in first place, and CP3 needs rest. So I look at this as he load managing. You know what I mean? I don't look at it as serious as everybody else looking at it because he's been playing a lot of minutes. Like he's been playing a lot of minutes, and when he comes off the court, you can tell Monty Williams don't really trust those other guys. You got to build trust with those young guys on the bench and take feet with.
Yeah, you're right, because anything can happen in the playoffs. Like
Right.
anybody can get hurt anytime. Look at Brooklyn last year.
And look, Polo, I was concerned like going into the season. We was like on them 18 game winning streaks, and then we went on 11 game winning streak. I'm like, yeah, it's cool and all, but damn, CP3 playing all these minutes, and what if something happens? Like, I don't want him to get hurt in the playoffs because we went all in the regular season, you know. So when he got hurt, and they say he's gonna be out for 6 to 8 weeks, I'm like, yeah, that's a tough pill, but at the same time, at least we know we're gonna have him in the playoffs now. You know what I mean? Like it's better to know you're gonna have him in the playoffs than to go through the regular season and wonder, oh, is he gonna get hurt right before the playoffs? See, the timing was perfect for us. If you want CP3 to get hurt, right now is the time. You know what I mean? So that's no sweat off. That's no skin off my back. I'm good, man. I still believe the Phoenix Suns will finish first in the West because we got that core over there. It's not just CP3. Now this last 24 games is gonna prove that it's not just CP3 over here in Phoenix. We got Devin Booker, we got Mikal Bridges, we got Cam Johnson, we got DeAndre Ayton. You know what I mean? We got Jay Crowder. This is a deep team, bro. And we could go to the next man up and still improvise and play winning basketball.
Now, let me ask you this, hip man. Let's say Phoenix going on another winning streak and play great without Chris Paul. Do you think about trading him during the off season?
Nope, hell no. CP3, no. CP3 retiring of Phoenix Suns. If I'm James Jones and Robert Sarver, I'm making sure he retires Phoenix Suns, and I may even try to get him on the coaching staff after he retires. CP3, I'm forever indebted for what CP3 did for the Phoenix Suns. Free agents to come to Phoenix for us to not be looked at as a laughing stock in the NBA. Because people were really like, why the fuck would I go to Phoenix? Like they trash. You know what I mean? And like just 2 years ago, right? And CP in season, he changed the whole narrative when it comes to Phoenix Suns basketball. Of course, Monty Williams and James Jones had a lot to do with that too. But CP3 was the player that came over and said, "All right, we're gonna change this right now." You know what I mean? We're gonna compete when nobody's seen it. Nobody's seen it. Except outside of Suns Nation, nobody's seen the vision that CP3 seen. So I ain't never gonna trade him. I don't care how bad he playing. I don't care how old he gets. He stays in Phoenix if I'm management.
Hell, he might be end up being the next head coach of the Phoenix Suns.
Man, I wouldn't even mind it, bro. Like I said, bro, we gotta, hey man, get a statue out there for CP3, man. He means a lot for this organization already in one season, man. He's done more than Steve Nash, and I fuck with Steve Nash. Steve Nash, one of my favorite players of all time, but he's been a part of the best Phoenix Suns team of all time. Like, I don't think that's even a debate. This is the best Phoenix Suns team of all time, and CP3 has to get his respect in that regard. So.
Is he what Kevin Johnson was to the Phoenix Suns?
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. But if we're gonna compare that team to this team, I feel like it's better on both ends than that team was. But that
Because
team beyond
people don't really understand how good Kevin Johnson really was, man. He went out there, he can put up 20 and 10 in almost every game, man.
yeah, Kevin Johnson was a monster, bro. You know he had that sex scandal or whatever on his name, so they're gonna always throw smut on that man's name. But Kevin Johnson was a legend, man. He should be a Hall of Fame. He should have been on that. He should have been on that top 75 list too. We're gonna be 100. Should have been on that top 75 list.
He should be in the Hall of Fame right now.
He definitely should be in the Hall of Fame, man. But
That's
hey,
like
man,
that's like a whole Tim Hardaway situation though. Because of one bad incident, they try to keep him out.
right? Yeah, when you speak out on the LGBT though, you pretty much asking to get you asking to get barred out the NBA, man. So it is what it is, as far as that go. But I wanted to ask you about your Bulls though, man. I seen Ayo DeSumo in the Rising Star game. A lot of people sleeping on Ayo DeSumo.
Yeah, our Bulls probably getting back like 5 guys from injury. Like we've been winning games. The
without
fact
them,
that
without
yeah,
them.
like our team gonna be totally like I just hope our team stays in rhythm when the guys come back from their injury though, like Alonzo Ball, Zach. Um, but man, did you see Evan Mosley during the All Star weekend?
Bruh, Evan Mobley, bruh. I'm still mad that Houston Rockets passed on him and got Jalen Green. I understand you draft Jalen Green because of superstar potential, but Evan Mobley, the fact he can switch 1 through 5, man, you pick that easy work, bro. That dude is different, man. I don't care, man. He's what
That Cleveland team's on the rise, man.
man. And a lot of people be trying to like say, oh, well, Jared Allen. I get Jared Allen is a good player, but I'm looking to trade him like next season. I'm looking to trade Jared Allen next season if I'm the Cavs.
How you
I'm
gonna
looking.
trade? You already paid Jared Allen.
I
What?
know it's an affordable contract though. You can move that. If it's anybody I'm moving in Cleveland, Jared Allen. Jared Allen and damn
They may
Sexton.
they may they may move Kevin Love before Jared Allen.
Kevin Love, he the locker room guy. He the leader of that team. He the leader of that team, bro. Kevin Love, and I never thought I'd say that. That man is actually the leader of a team, bro. That's winning. I've been following that team too, man. That team got a lot of core guys. Ricky Rubio, he's not there anymore, but he was a core guy in the locker room. Now Rajon Rondo over there playing well. They still got Isaac Okoro. That's a guy they need to keep over there. Uh, like I
Yeah,
said,
they thinking about bringing LeBron James back. Kevin Love ain't having that. Kevin Love don't want that.
Kevin Love say,
He said, "Hell no, I don't want no LeBron. I ain't playing with LeBron again."
"Oh man, look, yeah, you might be right there.
I'm
It'll be
like, why would you bring LeBron James back when the team's like at a good place right now? Because if LeBron comes there, he's gonna trade halfway that young talent.
man. I think y'all putting too much merit in that, man. Why y'all think? why you think he waited to the All Star weekend to say that? He in Cleveland, he in his hometown, he not trying to get booed. So when they ask him that question, of course he gonna ask the Cavaliers up. What kind of sense it make for him to go in there and say, "Oh no, I ain't going to Cleveland. I ain't coming back. I'm a Laker for life." Then they go out there and boo him like they did Steph Curry in his own hometown.
Like I was on ticket last night. They talking about Cleveland and Oklahoma City may be the spot they trade him to. Like I understand why he wanted to go to Oklahoma City because they may have a better chance of landing draft his son. Cause he
How,
said his last year he want to play with his son.
hold on. How they go? How they go draft his son? Where's his son gonna get drafted at? What pick?
They got you forget Oklahoma City got a lot of picks. They can trade up and get some. They can trade up if they have to.
Trade up, Lou. Come on, cut that cap out, man. That man is not a lot. He's not a lottery or even draft potential. Like I'm trying to be honest with Bronny. I like Bronny as a person, but as a
But
basketball
here's the thing, man. If
person, make
LeBron James is going to go play for your team, a team going to draft Bronny just so they can have LeBron for that year.
yeah. I mean that's understandable, but I'm saying like you can sign him and still get LeBron. Like I doubt like a team's gonna even getting a 40-year-old LeBron James is gonna waste a top 15 pick on Bronny just for a 1 year run of LeBron James. Like just to make money for 1 year, you gotta look at it. A first round pick, those are guaranteed contracts. So you're guaranteeing Bronny for
And
more
plus,
years.
I think Bronny's going to be a great role player in the NBA. He may not be a superstar like his daddy, but he gonna be that kind of guy who's gonna be a great role player like your boy Cameron Johnson is for your sons right now.
He's not Cam Johnson right now, bro, because he ain't
I
got no.
ain't saying I'm just saying Cam Johnson is a great role player for your team. That's what
He's a role player. I think he'll be a good role player, like a campaign. He could be like a campaign off the bench, or something like that. That's best case. Like 'cause from what I'm saying right now, Bronny has to get like that mindset. He has to get his mindset like I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna take your heart out your chest. Like the younger brother does. The younger brother has the potential to be a star. He has that Bryce James. He has the potential. He has the potential to be better than Bronny and actually live up to the hype. Bronny doesn't believe in himself like that. So I'll say Bryce before I say Bronny. I just want to see Bronny
when I look at Bronny seems like he don't have fun playing basketball. He is doing it
because of his dad. Exactly. You know, he more like he looked more happy playing video games and shit like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's forcing you to play basketball. If you want to be a gamer, go be a gamer. You know what I mean?
like you remember I think that movie was based off his kids though. Cause I seen Space Jam 2. The middle son didn't want to play basketball. He wanted to be a gamer.
Right. Oh yeah, there was a lot of undertones in that movie, man. I peeped that shit too. Yeah. When I seen that, I'm like, okay, it makes sense now. Why Bronny sound with Phase Gaming and shit like that, and he trying to get that off the road. I mean, like I said, I'm the same way. I'm not gonna force my sons to do anything they don't want to do. If I got kids, look, you want to be a gamer, go do that. You know what I mean? If you want to play basketball, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure you're great at that. You know. But Bryce James is the one I see because he like 6'4" already, and he a freshman in high school. Man, like 6'4", man. So
And I think LeBron's working with him real close. Cause remember that video he saying when he was upset that his team lost and LeBron had to talk to him like, look, you did okay. This good. You made the right play. You made the right pass. Like, don't be upset. Like you still play great.
right. hmm And I think
And
that's dope. We get to watch how they grow up and how LeBron James raising his kids and stuff like that. That's setting a good example for the next generation to come. Who all these guys who looking up to LeBron James, they get to see how he's raising his child and stuff like that. And that's going to spill off to the rest of the community. And that's going to be better for our community moving forward, man. We need more role models like LeBron James. Even though I don't look at him as my role model, I respect what he's doing doing by putting that image out there as being a black father and having a black family. That's going to be productive moving forward, you know. So shout out to LeBron James for that, man. And he gonna get his
Like
son in the NBA and be on a team with his son, who we ain't never seen that shit either. Hey, look, I'm pulling for that. That's why I say, look, LeBron, play as long as you can and make sure you play with your son, man. I'm gonna be the first one watching that. I might try to see if I can get tickets to the game if I could get there. You know what I mean? I wanna witness that. That's history in the making, bro.
I
Kind of
think
on that, man.
I think Bronny is gonna be the type of kid who probably go to college for a year and play. It go back what system he plays in college.
Right.
Because the best system I think for him is the dribble one system. That means he may be going to Kentucky, and if Kenny Payne gets the Louisville job, he may go to Louisville or Duke.
Louisville. I heard he was reclassifying, man. You ain't hear about that?
Here we go. Michigan coach Juwan Howard is being suspended 5 games following Sunday altercation versus Wisconsin.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair. A lot of people was calling for his job. I think that was fair.
They better not fire that man because I seen worse things happen in basketball games than what I saw yesterday.
Now, talk about it now. Remember when what was that old white man that threw that chair out there on the court? Was
Bobby
out there.
Knight.
Yeah, Bobby Knight was out there yanking up his players and shit. Man, come on, man. We done
And
seen way.
plus don't forget about the Xavier and Cincinnati game from a couple years ago. How they
Mm-hmm.
got in the brawl, and those two coaches still kept their job. They didn't get suspended.
Nobody was crying about this and that. You know, we got to set a bad example. And I mean, nobody was doing all that extra shit, man. So nah, I'm not trying to hear it, man. You right, man.
And you
Shit
know
is.
what? Fuck Stephen A. Smith, man.
What he say?
He was calling for the man's job.
Yeah, you know Stephen A. gonna always call for a black man job, man.
He
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 gonna
said
always call,
he said
man.
this like he gets suspended. That's all. But if they feel like they need to let him go, I'm good with that. I'm like, what mother?
Mm-hmm. We not gonna stop being surprised with Stephen A. Smith and his antics, man. We already know how Stephen A. Smith moves, man. We already know the plays with him, man. So I'm not surprised he say shit like this, man. He's basically the voice of the white man at this point. Like,
See, that's why I didn't watch today because I knew he gonna say some bullshit. Because I got that update, I said, this motherfucker right here. Because I said it yesterday, like on my video drop, like Stephen A. Smith is gonna butt dance tomorrow. Watch, he gonna say them that bullshit because the one how that's what he does.
one thing y'all gotta realize though, like I don't watch ESPN at all, bro. Because I look at y'all like channels like yours, Polo, Lamont, Ticket. Y'all more knowledgeable of the game than ESPN is. ESPN is agenda. They drive agendas home. That's all they do. They don't speak about
Hey,
basketball.
the only reason why I'm gonna watch ESPN in a couple minutes because my little Cardinals about to play North Carolina real soon, man.
Of course, I watch the games, but I'm saying like to watch when they talking about basketball, I don't listen to them because I can't really take them serious. You know, they don't know how to break the games down like we do, bro. They can't really talk about players like Ayo Sumu or
That's what I'm
Cam.
saying. They don't look at the game. They pay attention to the numbers. Like, no, look at the game. Stop paying attention to the stats and numbers.
Right. Yep. And that's why I say it's all agenda. If it's not LeBron James, Steph Curry, or somebody having a big game, they're not really talking about basketball. Like they don't want to talk about the Phoenix Suns. Why? Because we're not really that flashy, bro. We don't have players out there averaging 35, 40 points.
I'm like, why you need to start talking about the Suns more than the Lakers? Like the Suns are the one in the first place. The Suns are the one playing the best basketball right now. But you still want to talk about the damn Lakers?
Nah, let them talk about the Lakers because I like that. I like, what I mean, flying up the radar, not having the attention on us. Let the Lakers get all that attention they asked for in the offseason. See, the Lakers was doing all that talking in the offseason. So when the season starts, y'all keep talking, right? Keep that same energy like LeBron James said. So I ain't got no problem with them talking about the Lakers. I used to cry about that shit when my team was bad. I used to, we don't talk about my team enough. When we started winning, I'm like, when y'all gonna talk about my team? But now it's like, hold on. It's better if we just keep winning, keep going on these streaks, and let them sleep on us. Because I ain't got to deal with no bad takes. I ain't got to deal with people saying, "Oh, we're frauds and this and that," not really watching the game. So it is what it is. Let them keep talking about the Lakers because if I'm gonna be honest, I watch more Lakers games than I do Suns games. A lot of Suns games, I go into the game knowing, "Oh, they gonna win. It is what it is." The Lakers games is funny as shit, bro. Russell Westbrook out there throwing them turnovers, LeBron crying. I enjoy watching that. So that's must see TV. I ain't got no problem with that, man. I love the way the Lakers are losing right now, and they in despair, all the drama. I'm enjoying that shit right now. So let them keep talking about the Lakers.
Hey, what do you think about your boy from Portland right now?
We talking about damn man, the young kid, man. I forgot the nigga name, man, that got drafted out of high school.
Playing
That's
just like Dame Lillard right now, ain't he?
I was telling Portland fans, P Money, the homie P Money, a couple of years back when they drafted him. I'm like, man, he gonna probably be a problem, man. He was he was a 5-star athlete, man. But I didn't think he was gonna be this good.
Yeah, it would be great to see him at Louisville, man, because he committed to Louisville before that whole thing went down at Louisville.
Oh yeah, that is right. I forgot about that. That would have been nice too, man, because he has, man, he was crazy. His high school
No,
highlight.
he was gonna play under Rick Pitino though. He would if you play under Rick, you gotta play some defense.
Yeah, yeah, he ain't got no defense. He would have been a lottery pick if he would have went to college though, because he could play, man. A lot of people sleeping on him too, man.
And
Simon,
plus,
Kenny Simon.
shout out to Chauncey Billups too, man.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to speak on too. I was going to do a video on that because a lot of people said the Portland Trailblazers was done for making all the moves. I feel like they built a team that Chauncey Billups wants. They got that Chauncey Billups feel to him, and you never know, man. He could turn the season around for Portland Trailblazers, man. We never really got to see Chauncey Billups coach until now. Like this is his type of
Like
team now,
you got rid of the guys who got ego problems and gave him a young team who's hungry now. They
right?
can make they can make a late push to get in the playing game.
They already in the playing right now. They're at the 10th spot. And all those guys that was there before when he got hired, those weren't his guys. Those were the other guy, the white dude. Those were his guys. So the guys he
Like
got,
I'm just talking about you gotta get in the eight spot to I think ain't it like 8 spots just make the playing game.
nah, it's the 10th. You got to be at least the 10th, 10th through the 6th seed. So he there. All they got to do is keep winning.
And
That's
what
crazy.
what what
And like,
Portland just did too, signing Dragas out of nowhere.
I don't like their roster, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't know, man. You got Ben Simmons, Dragas, um,
It's cute.
Carey, like
It's cute. It's cute. I mean, like I said, they're gonna get cooked on defense.
like. But I do agree with Matt Johnson though. He said this year they're not gonna win it all, but next year with that same roster, they're gonna be dangerous.
Oh yeah, and then next year, yeah, they're gonna be a problem. This year, I don't believe in them. That's a good point. This year is not that year, but next year, you right, man. It's gonna be a serious problem, man. We gotta gear up for them niggas next year, bro.
Yeah, I think I don't know about Philly, man. Like I think they need James Harden. They playing better without James Harden than Ben Simmons.
Mm-mm. They need a difference maker, man. I seen that game they played against us, man, and they was competitive. Don't get it wrong, but Drummond, Curry, they were liabilities that game. I think that's the game that got them traded, and they needed a difference maker, man. A guy that could hit buckets in the fourth quarter, man. Like Joel Embiid can't do it by himself. Now you got Joel and James Harden in that pick and roll. That's gonna be the nastiest pick and roll in the NBA, bro.
Hey, like I said, they're gonna probably be great in the regular season, but playoff time, a whole different story.
I agree. I agree. It's gonna be a different story in the playoffs, but that's gonna give us a chance to see what Joel Embiid got. If he can be that Shaq, I think he could be like a Shaq type of player. But can James Harden be that Kobe type of player? I doubt it. So that's the reason why they won't be able to do anything in the playoffs. They would have kept
Mm.
they would have kept Jimmy Butler instead of Tobias Harris. Now we having a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
A whole because look at
But you know how Butler is, man. He questions on some. He be up on questioning people's on part and will though.
he ain't never did that with Joel Embiid. He did that with Ben Simmons. It wasn't Joel Embiid he was questioning.
And
Only players I
Carl
heard him
Anthony,
air out like
Carl
that.
Anthony Towns, Carl Anthony Towns needs to get the fuck out of Minnesota, man. Because this,
And go where? Where you gonna go?
I don't know, man. Because he won the free point competition. I told people for a long time, this motherfucker cute. He can go inside and out. Out.
Yeah, but you know what the stereotype is on him, man. He's soft. You know what I'm saying? So and he don't play defense. I don't know why people were saying Anthony Davis was better than I mean he was better than Anthony Davis. I think that's cap, bro. He's a better shooter. That's it. He's
When
not
I
a
seen Carl Anthony Towns dominated Anthony Davis when I saw them play each other.
yeah, because he took it personal. I mean he liked to see AD, but against other teams, like
Hey,
no.
that's not like they've been playing one on one against each other for the last 7 years. Even during the off season at Kentucky.
Yeah, for whatever reason they like to go at each other, man. I don't believe Carl Anthony Towns better though, because AD can do a lot more though. AD has a lot more in his bag than Carl Anthony Towns.
Shoot, he can't stay healthy. That's the problem.
That's the problem. That's the only problem. But Carl Anthony Towns be getting bullied by little niggas too, bro. I done seen Carl Anthony Towns get bullied by far inferior players. I thought that was my little side piece. Yeah, I done seen him get bullied by weenies, man. That's why Jimmy Butler called himself, man. So y'all call AD soft, you got to call Carl Anthony Towns soft too, man. That shit work both ways.
So Phoenix was trade Aiden for Carl Anthony
Nope.
Towns. You
Hell
gonna
no,
do that
I'm
deal?
not doing that, man. I'm not doing that. Hell no. And I heard people saying that too when we was I think that was 2018. We had the number one overall pick. People were saying we should trade it for Carl Anthony Towns. Fuck no, man. I like Carl Anthony Towns, but man, hell no. Not in Phoenix, bro. It looks good on paper, but no. DA does a lot more for our team than Carl Anthony Towns will. Carl Anthony Towns will put up numbers, but he would not be able to impact the game on both ends like DA. I'm gonna stand on that shit, bro. He's not a better defender than DA. DA is the best defensive big in the league, the best defensive big in the league, and I'm not trading him for Carl Anthony Towns. I'm sorry, bro. Only way I'm doing that is if it's a sign of trade. DA don't want to be in Phoenix no more. That's the only way.
If y'all don't pay him that money, he ain't gonna want to be in Phoenix anymore.
Don't matter. He's a restricted free agent, so we can match any offer he gets. Hey, this business, man. You gotta play your cards right, man. Make him earn that contract this year because he went outside last year. Make him earn that contract this year, and then we can talk about okay, you get the max. My focus right now, I felt like they should have extended Cam Johnson. He should already get his extension. He already earned his money. Cam Johnson been the most consistent player on our team right now.
They're
Him
probably
and him
looking
and
to see.
Mikal Bridges.
They're probably looking to see what's out there before they give him his money.
Who? Cam Johnson?
You don't
Man,
think he gonna catch the free agent waters?
you just want Cam Johnson over there in Chicago, man. Stop. I know what you're doing right now. You just want him over there in Chicago, man. You ain't fooling.
I don't think we're gonna have the money to pay him what he wants.
What you think he? What you think he worth?
I think if Cam Johnson gonna probably want to match the deal.
I'm saying, what's the max for him? No, coming off the bench.
You don't think that's kind of like the James Harden situation a couple years for OKC?
James Harden got offered a 4 year, $60 million contract, didn't he? At that time, that was way back then. That was pretty good money for a bench player. I think he'll get around the same money there, and he won't have no problem accepting it. He's not as good as a player as James Harden is, and he worth that money. So a 4 year, $60 million contract, that's pretty good money. A lot of teams can offer that for Cam Johnson. That's just what, $15 million a year. Get rid of Dario Saric, bum ass, because we paying him $10 million to sit on the bench. Get rid of him. Only player that's not playing right now that I'm keeping is Frank Kaminsky, man. All the other guys could go. Dario Saric, he gone. Nader, he already gone. Oh, and Ishmael Wainwright, I'm keeping him too, man, because he a trail ass dude out of Syntex, man, out of Waco, Texas, man. He a trail dude. The rest of them guys can go though, man.
I feel you hit, man. All right, man. I'm about to go watch this game, man. Like,
Man,
say
I'm
we
finna
go.
head in to work my down self, man. I'll holler at you, man.
All right, man.
All right, you take it easy.
All right, I want to thank Hitman Polo, Tiffany for for coming in, chatting up with me. Other than that, thank everybody for all support so far, and everything y'all have showing some love. Other than that, peace. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.